Well, we're here at the Derby Opera House, the Sterling Opera House, not just to check out the restoration and some of the nostalgia here, but also because there are claims this place is haunted. And not just claims, according to Rich DiCarlo here, it's not just a rumor, but there are actually, and you've seen it, some evidence of paranormal visitors. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I want to point out, too, that not just you, but it's gathered the interest of some people from TV, the ghost hunters, the TAPS, which stands for the Atlantic Paranormal Society, I believe, TAPS. They're ghost hunters on television, and you've brought them up here to check some stuff out.
Yes, the term haunted is kind of used kind of loosely, though. We won't say it's haunted, but it does have paranormal activity. It's just whatever it is a lot of stuff going on. We have initially we came here in 2007 to as a joke to contact Harry Houdini with the Ouija board on stage. Harry Houdini had played here. So you figured, hey, let's contact Harry Houdini. And what we found out is Harry Houdini doesn't want to come to Derby, but we got wandering the building later on with a camera. We captured a woman on the third landing in a Victorian dress and a shadow of the woman. Okay, more recently, I have a couple of friends with a group called Above the Realm Paranormal, and we've had them in here, and we've done investigations. And what happens is we've had witnessed by 5 people a floating ball of light coming down one of the steps. It was a self-contained ball of light, didn't illuminate anything. It was really sparkly, and if you got near it, it was ice cold, and it was killing our cameras. We kept on putting batteries in our cameras, and it was draining the batteries dry. And this entity, or whatever it was coming down the steps, would come down the steps. If you went towards it, it would dissipate into little sparkles and fade away, and then come down the stairs again.
Who were some of the acts? What were some of the acts that came through here back in the late '80s and the early part of the last century?
Okay, we had there was acts like Harry Houdini, the great Houdini, was on the stage. They actually had to build a trapdoor for him, his performance in the center of the stage there. He had John Philip Sousa, his band played here. We had young Milton Berle and George Burns, Red Skelton, with anybody who was associated with vaudeville. We had the Barrymores, Lon Chaney. I hear even Enrico Caruso sang on this.
Right here in Derby.
Right
here at the Sterling Opera House. No kidding.
It was a major hub. It was a stop. They all traveled on the train or the wagons, however they traveled back then. And this is a stop between New Haven, Waterbury, New Haven, and Boston, New York, and Boston. This is a stop along the way. They did the circuit, so to speak. This is what they used to call the circuit.
I'm getting a wicked buzz right now.
Really? What were you smoking before you came in?
If you slow the buzzes down, you sometimes hear the voices in them. So if you get a chance, if you can alter the buzz or noise.
Steve, there's a bee about this big right behind your head.
We have slowed those down. There's sometimes voices inside the noise.
Well, I'd like to say we're backstage at the Sterling Opera House in Derby, but we're actually in the front of the stage here talking to Marcy Fernino. She's part of the CT Soul Seekers, and she's been wandering around this place with us today, too. She's somewhat of a medium, and she's picking up vibrations. Have you seen anything in here?
I have, in my mind's eye, saw a woman on the balcony up here.
Okay. What was she doing?
She was walking back and forth, singing. And I don't know if she actually cleaned this place or worked here, but she was singing.
But it was definitely a ghost.
It was definitely a ghost.
Is that what you call them, a ghost, a spirit?
A spirit.
A visitor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, time out. My battery just died.
Yes!
I'm at half battery, and then all of a sudden I get down to 0.
Well, we're back with Marcy Fernino. If this is an edit, it's because, believe it or not, our cameraman, producer Steve, who charged the batteries before this interview, lost one of his batteries during the interview. And I guess there's a connection between losing battery power and a building that may have paranormal activity?
Absolutely. And places that are believed to be haunted, the energy that you have in your batteries and cell phones, everything, photographs or cameras, can be drawn, so spirits can use that energy to manifest.
All right. How about people? Does it make people tired? Because I could use a nap right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Many times I've done an investigation where I've gotten extremely tired. And,
right. Oh, okay. No
yeah, absolutely. So, and it's believed that just the spirits are taking our energy to help manifest or make themselves known in some way.
Now, let me ask you this. A building like this built in the 1880s, opened up in 1889, and stayed, I guess, in use until the 1960s, I think, is when they shut it down. Are all old buildings haunted? Why are some buildings haunted and some maybe not?
I think a lot of it is more the theory that an old building is going to be haunted. You don't really know until you go in there and investigate, have experiences, and go from there. If there was a tragic death here, or somebody loved this place so much that they wanted to stay on, that those could be reasons that they could be haunted.
Any reason to clean it out, so to speak?
I don't think so. I think what you'd have to do is just, see what's going on first.
And you get the sense that something is going on.
I do. I would like to spend some more time here to really see what it is for myself and for anybody else who wants to know.
Rich had spoken about hearing a child calling out and moving a toy on the stairs. You seen that stuff happen before?
We have. In our investigations, we have used balls to have balls moved around and toys, EVPs we've captured of children.
EVP is?
Electronic voice phenomenon.
Okay.
It's, we believe that you can use a separate frequency to hear a spirit speak, and we have captured many EVPs before, so it's definitely something that I believe can happen.
Okay, so should we be careful around here? Not just to trip over some of the restoration equipment, but should we be careful with these paranormal visitors?
I don't think so. I don't think you have anything to really worry about here. Some spirits can be tricksters and like to play games, and maybe that's what's happening. We're bringing light to their hair, and they're drawing our battery, power. But I don't think there's any reason to be feared here.
Marcy Fernino, thank you very much. I appreciate the inside advice. Well, there you go. Some more words from another ghost seeker, part of the ctsoulseekers.com. ctsoulseekers.com. From the stage of the Sterling Opera House in Derby on Elizabeth Street, I'm Brian Smith for doingitlocal.com.